Move your techno off.
All right, bro. We're back. What is this? Episode 6?
I think.
Who's counting?
Yeah,
Who's even counting?
not me, dude.
No. Just talking, having a good time.
I hate writing down anything. I just kind of like going, and then keep doing, and then worry about it. I mean, it's not really good at thing because I do that with my taxes.
Too much counting.
Dude.
Too much counting.
My taxes are fucked, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So
I heard the
fucked.
tax man came a walking, strolling up to Vo's house.
Yeah, dude, the state government just took like $2,000 out of my bank account. Just because I didn't file. And my tax guy was like, yo, you'll get it back once you file. I'm like, that's fucked up. They just take it.
Just take it.
And then,
no end date. Oh, yeah, whenever you file.
yeah, so...
Who knows?
Fuck the government.
Well, that leads us perfectly into our next segment. Nah, man. But how you been doing? Good?
I've been good, bro.
Busy.
Man.
Yeah.
Busy. It's nonstop. It's really nonstop. But you grow to love it.
Right. Yeah.
And-
If you love it, right? That's the biggest motivator out of all. You know.
You can only put up with the bullshit if you love it. You know?
Exactly. That's the only thing that'll get you through. 100%. You got to have that extra piece in it, right?
And you put up. I put up with the bullshit when I get inspired, and usually I get that inspiration when I go to shows. And we
Anytime.
ripped the show recently, so we're pretty much just gonna talk about what we did in the last like 2 months. Since our last episode, we hit Leighton Giordani.
Yes, dude.
And he had his Mad Mind show at the Brooklyn Storehouse, and wow, what a fucking show!
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Show.
I've only been to a handful of these bigger shows, right? Storehouse, as an example.
7,000 people.
Right. Hands down, the best that I've seen. He absolutely crushed it. I don't know if it was because he was at home. I don't know what it was, but hands down, one of the best sets I've seen start to finish. Like, there was no lulls. Sometimes you see guys experimenting, throwing things out there that don't work, yada, yada, yada. He crushed it. He absolutely crushed it. We even had Zons, a Votion Records OG. Leighton played his Dread Sandstorm remix, and wasn't until we saw him later where he goes, "Oh my God!" He goes, "That was my song," which was so cool. But it was a very special night, and I'm sure it was for him as well. So
It was 3 hours, that set, from start to finish, and we were locked in.
was it 3 hours?
3
That's how you know you're having a good time. I didn't even know it was 3 hours. I didn't even know.
And he was, by the time we left, he was still going.
Yes,
And we were like, we gotta make it to the afters. And he probably still went for like another 30 minutes. I think like if the longer you go, like it's on you. It comes out of your pocket.
It does. I found that out today.
Yeah.
So I was on social media today, and there was this band. It wasn't a DJ, but it was a band. And they said, for every minute you go over, it's $5,000 out of your pocket. $5,000.
Yeah, because probably you're cutting into the next person's set. They probably need to get paid for how much time they're missing,
Right.
and paying all the staff. Or if you make the venue stay open past.
That's what I was thinking.
comes
I
out
was
of your
more so
pocket.
thinking that. I was more so thinking like that extra money goes towards workers, the venue, whatever it might be, because they have these guidelines that I'm sure that they need to fit, like this hour to this hour,
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada.
So I learned a lot from Leighton's set.
Yeah.
One is how much he repped New York in that intro.
Right, right.
50 Cent.
Even
Subway
just throughout
track.
the whole thing, he had the Statue of Liberty head, you know?
He had like the subway samples,
Yeah.
the people on the intercom,
Yeah.
in the train station. But also, I remember at the time I was telling you how tech house is in right now, and I know your thing's melodic techno,
Right.
and you gotta work it in tastefully. And I think Leighton was one of the first times you got to see that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd say like most of his set was tech house. But when he did play melodic techno,
Sprinkled
it hit way harder, and it almost was like just a change of pace,
Yeah.
So I think I was happy that I was able to get you to come along and see that.
Of course, man. I love Leighton. I love what he's been doing, within the scene. And to see him live, and more specifically, to your point, the two sort of big genres that I like right now are melodic techno and then also tech house, right?
And then there's melodic tech house.
Melodic
too.
tech house. Yeah, I mean, the subgenre iceberg is just insane. But anyway, just to see him weave between those two genres was very, very cool. And just from a consumer's perspective, to see that, you know, one thing I've always loved being a tech, a melodic techno lover this past year, basically, is the breakdowns. I love the breakdowns. That's one of my favorite things to make, to listen to produce. But when you're on the dance floor at a club, you know, watching these people, it ruins it ruins the vibe just a little bit. And but in the right place, it does its job and it's phenomenal. And that was the first time I really saw in a show the importance of a breakdown at the right time, because obviously he has these like 5-6 groovers in a row, and it's like, this is amazing, this is great. I need a break. I need a break. And he would throw in a melodic techno track at the perfect time, and it was a nice little break.
If you give them too many breaks, then it's like,
you lose them.
I need to fucking keep going here.
Yep, you want to keep those feet moving, keep it going, right? You know, and that's what the breakdown's for, is exactly that, a break. You know, so
it's all about balance.
Exactly.
That goes to like literally everything we do in life.
Exactly. But yeah, no, his set was unbelievable. I loved it. I want to go back, and everyone else had a good time.
We went to the afters right after.
Yes. What was the DJ's name? DJ Prime?
No. DJ Vibe.
Oh, DJ Vibe.
DJ Vibe.
Dude.
Same shit, right?
He was amazing. Dude, never judge a book by its cover when it comes to a DJ name.
Wait, so hold on, back up. Let's talk about our journey fucking getting in. We get there.
Oh yeah.
We get there. Lines
lines
astronomically long.
And what time is this? This is like 5 a.m.
Right.
Yeah.
Like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And then it's our squad. It's like 7 dudes or 6 dudes.
yeah.
And then the club promoter is like, "There's a bad look, guys. There's a bad look, fellas. I don't know if I can get you in." We're like, "Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know what's going to happen." And then all of a sudden, Shlomo goes, "Yo, Vo, there's a Votion hoodie right there." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?" He's like, "Dead ass, I'm looking at a Votion hoodie. I think that's Zan's." And I just peek my head over. I'm like, "Oh shit!" We ran up to him. That's when we saw him.
Yeah,
and he was he was at Layton. He was like, "Oh, dude, Layton played my Sandstorm Edit." It's fucking insane. But at some point, he was like, "Dude, just stick with me." We were like, "I don't know what's going on, but I got you." And then finally, they started letting people in, and it almost felt like we all just bum rushed the door.
Yeah.
And we just tagged along with Zan's and his crew and all the Brazilians. So we
bomb rushed.
As we were making it in, that's when the promoter was like,
we went in a V formation.
That's when the promoter was like, "What the fuck is this? Where are the girls?" And we're like, "Oh, I don't know. We got tickets though." We fucking ran past them.
Yeah. It's like, he's like, "You guys don't have girls. Not a good look. Not a good look, guys."
I was just like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, we're all looking like, "Oh, really? We don't have any girls. Oh, no way." Yeah.
All right, thanks,
yeah,
man.
All right, thanks. Word. Thanks, bro. Yeah. I was like a frat house door.
Right. But I didn't expect how small Refuge was.
Yeah.
It was really intimate setting. It was like 500 person.
Yeah.
But you remember the speaker setup?
The speaker setup was awesome. The other thing I really enjoyed was the floor to this club was literally like a basketball court. It was wood. They didn't allow you to bring gum in. So one thing I like doing when I go to these shows is chewing gum. I got like 3 things of gum on me. I love gum. Anyway, they wouldn't let me take it in. They had a stack, as almost they were confiscating drugs, of just gum packs. And it was because of this wood floor. They didn't want anyone spilling anything or dropping their gum on this wood floor and getting stuck.
They said that?
That was my
You just made that up?
hypothesis.
Did you just make that up?
That was my hypothesis. Yes, I did make that up. But it was my hypothesis. It was my hypothesis for why I thought they wouldn't let gum in. I think I'm right, though.
If anybody works at Refuge, please confirm.
Please let us know. Because I think along with the sound system, which was absolutely phenomenal, specific to that room, that floor, I think, was also similar to the sound, where it was like specific.
Do you remember how it was built?
The place?
No, the floor. They made a post about the floor.
They did.
Yeah.
They say no gum?
No, it didn't. The floor is hollow, so there's like there's the foundation, then there's like supporting structures, and then there's floor above. So there's like a gap of air.
No kidding.
between-
So it's like
so
little
it bounces,
bouncy.
So it bounces, so it's supposed to be easier on your knees. Yeah.
Very cool. I love that club. I thought it was great. I love how they put a thing over your sticker over your phone camera.
Oh yeah, the no phones vibe.
I still have that in my room because I loved it.
Actually, mine's still.
Is it on your phone?
Oh no.
I
I actually have a Rock Cuts sticker. Shout out to Rock Cuts.
Shout out Rock Cuts. But yeah, I love the whole experience of the whole club. And then they also, so as Vo said, they had they had the dance floor, right? About 500 people. But the other thing I really enjoyed about that place was they had a couch room.
Oh yeah, the chill out room.
Which I made the mistake of sitting down and not wanting to get back up.
This dude was the first one down. First one down.
You know, little tip of advice: if you're going, do not go. Oh, I'm gonna go take a break and then get back in, because you go take that break and you want to go home. That's
Yeah,
it.
we're
Your
on
legs
like
give out.
we got to Storehouse at like 11 p.m. or midnight, and it's like what 9 a.m. at this point.
Yeah.
10 a.m. Yeah.
Like,
It's not for the weak.
No.
It's not for the physical weak either.
But it's a time, and it's a great time. I loved
yeah.
it. So yeah, no, that was a good experience. You know, and then we gotta shout out that DJ. What was his name? DJ what? Diesel? Not Diesel. That's Shaq.
Vibe.
DJ. I just knew there was DJ.
He's
in
an
front of it.
OG too.
dude.
Crushed it.
So I didn't know much about this guy, and here DJ Vibe, and I just think of like some high schooler, right?
Yeah.
This guy,
High schooler.
this guy was awesome. He was
twice
like
your age.
Yeah, he was like three times their age. I don't mean to demean it. He was the man. He absolutely crushed it. It was a great afters. I loved it. DJ.
Dude, the kind of tech house he was playing, it really just felt like endless.
Yes.
You know?
I mean, so what I did was I Shazammed some of the tracks he was playing, because I liked what he was playing. And it felt to me in the moment, each track he played would go like 7-8 minutes. It would go a long time. So if you didn't like one of his songs, you had to wait. You had to wait a good, or you might go get a sandwich, you know, do something. But anyway, and then I would listen back to the songs I Shazammed, and they were like 4 minutes. So it opened my eyes to what exactly. He sees all these people on the dance floor, they're loving it, and he goes, you know what? I'm gonna extend this track.
I mean, his transitions were seamless,
Awesome.
and flawless,
Awesome. So
I couldn't even tell it was another song.
Right.
I was like, oh shit.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I realized after like 3 minutes into the song it was different.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. It was awesome. It was very extended. I
Granted,
loved it.
we were in shambles.
We
by
were
then.
a mess. Yeah. But it was great. You know, when you're able to do that and you're not you know, in the right state, it's pretty powerful. It's pretty cool, and it makes for a good morning.
Shout out to New York, man.
What was that guy's name again? DJ what?
Vibe.
We gotta have him
Dude,
on.
You keep forgetting.
DJ, yeah, dude, it's
a
so
good
easy.
it's a good
DJ
fourth.
Vibe. DJ Vibe. We gotta get him in here.
Dude, he's not gonna want to talk to us.
No, but we can try. But yeah, man,
Yeah,
good time.
man. So New York's a good time. We're due for another trip soon.
Big time.
Maybe once a quarter. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, a quarter. Hey,
Once a quarter.
Hey, yeah, a little employee trip.
So we go, you know, from there we go straight to Miami Music Week, and I made the mistake. Well, not really. I just didn't have enough money to go. To be real.
Boo. Boo.
Maybe next time I'll start a GoFundMe.
Dude, I will. I'll put you in my suitcase, bro. You gotta come next year.
But I had Sophia went, who's part of the
Yes.
label as well,
Yep.
and then you went yourself.
I did, yeah.
I really wanted to talk to you about your experience. So walk me through from the moment you get to the airport at Logan.
Right.
Walk me through all the funny shit, all the bad shit, all the good shit, all the shit.
Right. So first off, the first thing I want to say about Miami Music Week, if you're in any part of the electronic music scene, you're a producer, you work at a label, you're just a consumer, go to Miami Music Week. It is the best time for networking, for discovering new artists, for seeing artists you love, for just meeting people, like-minded people who like the same type of music from all over the world. It's an absolutely unbelievable event, and I highly, highly recommend it for those of you who haven't been and are in the space. But yeah, as far as Miami went, the biggest thing that was really, really important, that this was my first year, so I'm learning all this as I go. But the biggest thing I learned about before you step foot in Miami is prepare where you want to go, who you want to see. because those tickets are limited. There's different tiers of ticketing, right? As with anything, the earlier you get there, the cheaper it is. But most of all, where are you going to stay? Because people are Miami's only so big, right? The first Airbnb we got without realizing was 40 minutes away from Miami Beach. 40 minutes away. So we were in Miami Beach the whole time. So that would have been a very expensive trip. We ended up cutting our losses, canceling that, getting half back, and booking a place like 20 minutes from the beach. So we made it better. And when we were there, we saw how beneficial that was. Yeah. Obviously, right? So basically the point I'm trying to make is plan early. Plan early. Do not wait till you're there. Do not wait till weeks before. Plan early because other people are doing the same thing. Yeah. So what we did, what I found out about this shift, it was called Shift Miami. And basically what it was a big, like, it was a bunch of panels, a bunch of talks.
Was this the first day?
This was the first day. Yeah. So we literally.
Oh, is this the one where your first talk was
We woke up at 4 a.m. Zui and I, who's Zui, just released a track on Votion Records, which I'll let you talk about a little later. But I went with him and another one of our friends, Jared. And anyway, we get up at 4 a.m. We get to Miami and boom, right into the first talk. It was perfect timing.
What time was that conference at?
So it started around 11.
Oh, so you flew in the morning. Okay.
Yeah, so we flew in the morning. We get there. We still have all of our luggage. And then the funniest part, we're all in sweatpants because it's cold. It was cold in Boston. We get there and we weren't able to check into our place yet. So we're sweating, man. We're drenched. We look like tourists. Anyway, bring us to the first talk, and this shift was really good. The Shift Miami, and it had all these panels set up with different DJs, like Marcus Schultz, for example. He brought us through a marathon set. He had a bunch of label A&Rs. They had all these demo drops. You're able to get in line and get in front of these A&Rs for labels like Anjuna and Dirty Bird and things like that. So that's the other great thing about this Miami Music Week is it breaks that barrier. You know, it gets you in front, able to shake hands, talk to these professionals who you'd otherwise have to reach through Instagram or email, which, as we know, is very saturated, and they get thousands of emails a day. So we went to this shift. The very first panel we went to, it was all about ghost producing. And I wanted to rip this guy's head off. I'm like, no. It wasn't the best start. I'm against ghost producing. I see where it's beneficial to, someone trying to make a livelihood, things like that. But just the second half of that, as far as people trying to take it and call it their own, I disagree with. I don't like it. Anyway, the first talk was all about this. So
tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, we are tired, man. I'm like, this is the worst first panel.
Wasn't he talking about like how he gave up?
Yeah, he got up there and he's like, yeah, I gave up on the whole DJing thing, so I just decided to make music for other people. So yeah, you should too. I was like, dude, what? Me and Steph were looking at each other like, what do we get ourselves into? Anyway, it was only up from there. It was
Good.
It was really great.
That's
it was amazing. Learned a lot. Like I said, Marcus Schultz, we went to his master class. He brought us to a marathon set, 12-hour set. Which
how to
just do that and go through it. Yeah.
How do you?
He says,
do you remember?
Oh, yeah, let's see. No gum. Let's see. He says, so he likes to mix in key. And what he does is he has his library organized by key. And he likes to stay within keys. So he has like big sandwiches, like, F minor and then like C minor and then D major, right? And he goes through each one of these and he likes to harmonic mix with these 12-hour sets. And he has them organized. Each crate is organized from like energy level, right? And he does it the same way I do, which I found really funny, where he has that organized from energy level, and then underneath he has these like legacy sets, which are sets from previous clubs and stuff like that. And he goes, that's a really good way of like organizing your set, because instead of like going through a genre, you're going through, a night that you planned out, right? You go, and as we know, those nights don't always go to plan, but it's a nice like thing to look back on, and you like recognize and realize everything you did and how you ordered that, right?
You know, some transitions worked.
Exactly. And he even went in, it was funny. He even went in and he highlighted some tracks in these crates of past sets.
Is he showing you on the computer?
He's showing us on the computer as he's doing
okay.
it. And it was really funny. He's like, and then there were some in the some titles in there like I wish or something like that, or like could have been. And someone asked the question, someone raised their hand and asked the question, like, what are those like I wish songs? And he goes,
The one that got away.
exactly. He would go back after the set and he'd put that song in there because he's like, I thought that song would really fit well, or I wish I had played that song instead, for when he goes back, when he's playing all these, these marathon sets, he can go back in and have that previous set systematically the way he wished he had done it before. So it was just really interesting. Look, not everything he did in there is something I'm going to do, but it was really amazing to see someone at the top of their game and how they organize stuff. So when they're at these stages and doing these things. And then, like I said, there was a bunch of demo drops. You got to, it was a big room, and you had labels in each corner. In big lines, but you couldn't get in there unless you had this shift pass, and you got to get in front of these A&Rs. And one thing I really loved about when I showed my music is they listen to the whole song, they listen to the whole entire track.
Are they listening to like right in front of you?
Right in front of you, and there's a photo of me, like kind of just like smiling, dancing.
Is it out loud? Is music?
They have it in their headphones.
Okay.
And
so what are you dancing to?
Well, I'm just like, I don't know what to do because it's silence, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I was like nervous too. I mean, like you're in front of these big guys, this is your ticket, right? But they provided you with some great feedback. They're like, here, take my email, take my Instagram, and it was just a very personalized. You think of these label A&Rs when you're sending emails, and like these big, not for us, And they're it's a good to remember that they're normal people just like us, and an experience like that reminds you.
What's something someone said that you remember?
About my track?
Yeah.
Change the vocal. I was really bummed. I showed Aunt Juno one of my songs, and they're like, the production's fantastic. Like, this is great. I wouldn't change the production, but change the vocals. I'm like, dude, what? I think these vocals, I didn't say this to him, but I was like, I think these vocals are great. And then what I did was I then took that same track and I went to another A&R. Mm-hmm. Showed them the same exact track. Interesting to see if there's any parallel crossover about the feedback. Sure enough.
Change the vocal?
It was almost the same exact feedback. It was almost if they had talked to each other. Love the production, great backing track, change the vocal. I'm like, fuck. But it was great because it's like I got that feedback that, otherwise would have taken me months to get.
Right.
Because you're sending these out, it takes a while to get back. So it breaks that door down. Now, the other thing I want to talk about very quickly is beyond Miami Music Week, the connections you make there. Because yeah, sure, you're gonna meet a bunch of people. You're gonna meet a bunch of, high level people at these labels and things like that. Yeah, they're giving out their email, they're giving out their phone number to most likely not just you, but other people. But what the most important part is not getting that contact information. It's what you do with it, right? It's what you do beyond Miami Music Week that really, 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 really matters. Because yeah, sure, they hand out their number to 100 people, but how many people are, going to be consistent and keep reaching out? With it. Exactly. So that was the other great thing I got out of that experience as well is the contacts I have now beyond Miami Music Week. I have one guy, and he's head A&R at Empire Records, Grammy nominated producer. He's awesome. He's got his feet in everywhere. Dirty Bird. We have a call every week now.
Really?
Me and him from Miami Music Week. Yep,
nice. Just
because I took the time, sit down, talk with him, get to know him, got to know me. Boom. That's what you got to do. That's what these people love.
That's
awesome. You can't think about it as, I'm in their inbox too much. I'm annoying them. They love being annoyed.
Yeah.
They might not tell you they love being annoyed, but they love being annoyed because it shows you care. It shows how much it means to you, right? If it doesn't mean a lot to you, you're gonna message once. Go, I know you didn't message back. I'm too worried to reach back out. You got to stay active with these contacts. But it was, that was really amazing. So that was like the learning side of it, right? So I signed up for this shift. You had this learning side of things. And it was funny. It was like a Friday night in like high school, right? You'd be in class, and then you go and get fucked up. And this is my first. I'd been in Miami before, but it was with my family, so I really hadn't been in Miami yet, and I didn't know anything about Factory Town. I didn't know. The only thing I knew that was going on was Ultra Music Festival, which we didn't get tickets to because this trip was already too expensive. But we ended up getting tickets to Factory Town. My God. Awesome. Absolutely
it's
awesome.
Like 5 stages?
Yes. I think it's about 5.
And the genre is kind of...
So it's mostly house. I'd say it's about 80% house, and then you have one stage that's at least this weekend, at least the weekend of Miami Music Week, and then you had one stage which was like techno, drum and bass, sort of like. I think they probably changed that up a little bit. Yeah, but my biggest complaint with Miami Music Week, though, there was too many people you wanted to see at the exact same time. There was too much going on right at the exact same time.
That's a good problem.
So yeah, it was a good problem to have, but yeah, that was, I guess, my biggest complaint about it. I had a great time. But yeah, we ended up getting Factory Town tickets. Another thing we learned too, with us being, loving house music and things like that, and would prefer Factory Town, at least me, over Ultra Music Festival, is get the 5-day pass at Factory Town. Because million percent worth it, because even if you don't go to like 1 or 2, it basically pays for 3 nights. So if you go to 3 nights, it pays for itself. If you go to less than that, maybe not so much.
I'm assuming you didn't do that.
So we didn't buy the 5-day ticket, and we're hearing Factory Town, and we actually had one friend who did get the 5-day ticket, and
shout out Jared.
Yeah, kid knew the way, and we bought 2 nights solo, like individually. It was way too much money. Did you
end up going to like a 3rd night?
We didn't end up going to a 3rd night. We went to an Anjuna open air event on the 3rd night because we flew out very early the next morning. So we just decided to do that, which was phenomenal. But I want to talk about Factory Town really quick. Factory Town was amazing because you saw so many of these acts, underground, top artists, all together, and it was an open air style club. So there was no walls. You could it was very free flowing, I think is the best word for it. So you didn't feel like, I went to one stage and I'm stuck there. Like at Ultra, everything packs in, right? It gets packed, but it's open. So like you can then shift out and go see other acts and things like that. It was never once where I felt like, I'm stuck here and I really want to go see that guy, right? You could go catch half this set, catch half that set. So
were the stages close to each other?
Yeah, exactly. So you're able to
how long would it take
quickly
to move from one stage?
Within 2 minutes.
Really?
Maybe even less than that. Yeah, it was, and then you had stages in between too. So you could like poke your head in and see. The one bad experience I had at Factory Town was this room called the Chain Room, which is probably the most confined stage out of the 5. And Kedema was playing. And I really wanted to see Kedema because I missed him in Boston. Dude, I couldn't breathe. There was no roof. It was very, like I said, it was open air. I couldn't breathe. That's how many people were in there. They put him on the wrong stage. I think he ended up going, was it B3B with like Josh Baker and Prospa at the end of the night. So I didn't get to see him, which was at the right stage, which was at the big one. But yeah, that was, I guess, my biggest thing was I didn't get to see Kedema on his own. But and then we went to open air, an Anjuna event, open air. We saw Nora and Pure at Jungle Island. Nice. So just my big thing too was being able to see things I don't get to see that often in Boston, right? Sure. So a lot of the Anjuna stuff, obviously I got I saw Josh Baker and I saw Sosa and Jay Wara. Green Velvet was my favorite set of the weekend. But yeah, just going to see the Anjuna stuff. I love that melodic sort of like open air stuff, and it was it was very well done.
Everything you experience is like we're not gonna get that.
We're not gonna get, and I came back though with so much inspiration, like so much. It was even to the point where it's like we're after a couple of those sessions, the education sessions, we'll come back and we'll start chipping away at a demo, right? An idea. Just because so much stuff is free flowing and coming out of everywhere.
Oh, so you actually got to work on music?
Yeah, we got to. Me and Zui worked on some stuff in the Airbnb. Just because it's like it's you just gotta let it out, you know.
Was it just you two and Jared?
It was just us 3, and thank God it was just us 3 because we were like sardines in that Airbnb. But yeah, no, it was absolutely amazing.
You spent the week there, right?
We spent it was like the weekend basically. I think we came back.
It was like
we were Thursday to Monday.
Gotcha.
I think we were. which
you just missed Layton. Layton
yes.
did, Wednesday.
So that was the other thing I was gonna say. We scheduled it all wrong, dude. We scheduled it because it starts Wednesday and ends Monday.
There was even stuff on Tuesday.
Was there?
Yeah.
Dude. This thing is a proper week.
Yeah. Did you go to Club Space at all?
Didn't go to Club Space, and that was one I was okay bookshelving because
it's always gonna be there.
yeah, and to not go during Miami Music Week, I think is the big thing with Space because I'm intrigued to see Space. I'm intrigued to go to Space, but you got to think a global music conference in Miami, and there's one nightclub, Space with. How many stages? Is there just one stage there? Or there two?
No, there's 4, but the one that everyone wants is the Terrace.
Got it. Yeah.
You know,
dude, we would see videos. You know, after waking up,
the line was crazy.
The line at 3 a.m. was around the corner, and the tickets were nuts. So it's okay, you kind of have to pick and choose your battles in Miami Music Week, like I said, and that was when I was okay pushing along. If I was there as a consumer. Maybe a little different, but there was a lot. We had our schedules jam packed, and that's a good thing to do while you're there. I think that's the best thing. It depends on what you're going there for, but treat it as a business trip and not so much as a vacation. Because at the end of the day, that's your time to shine. You get 1 week to do it every year, unless you go to ADE, which is I've also been to, and I found that ADE was much better for classes. That little class. Learning block was amazing at ADE. It was good in Miami, but I didn't get to go out as much as I wanted to in Amsterdam, so I don't really want to compare the two because I have a feeling Amsterdam might be a little bit better. So I don't really want to compare the two, but I did definitely, can't compare the two learning sessions, and the learning was much better. But I will say this, as a lot of the people I met at ADE were global. They were European, they were from other places, whereas most of the people I met in Miami were from the USA.
Yeah.
You did have a lot of people from overseas, obviously, but a majority of the people I met were from the USA. So it was really good networking that way, opposed to overseas. But not to say that networking overseas is bad, but just a lot more commonality, I guess you could say, with the people in Miami Music Week. But yeah, man, you're coming next year. That's all I'm gonna say. You're coming. I will. I will put you in the top, dude. I will put you in the top of the carry-on.
I mean, yeah. While you guys are doing that, I was busy myself.
Yeah, dude. So you got a lot going on right now. So talk to me, dude. What's going on with Votion?
So you remember what you did the week you came back from Miami Music Week?
Yeah, dude. I was a little extra in a little video. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's already announced by now, but we're doing the next Votion Universe event at the Wonder Museum in Boston. And to announce the event, I decided to shoot this drone video. And the concept is, I don't know if any of you guys have seen, there's a famous video on YouTube where it's to promote a bowling alley. And it's literally 2 minutes of nonstop footage. It's shot in one take. And they basically stage this bowling alley as though it's a normal day, normal night. It's open. There's people just doing everything, and it's just flying through people's legs, flying everywhere behind the doors, just highlighting the space. And I wanted to do that for the museum. And we decided that Wednesday, which is April 1st, the ones that you came back. Everyone thought I was is this a joke? You're gonna make me show up to nothing?
Well, you were very cryptic about it. Yeah. You wouldn't even tell me, dude. I literally go, yo, what is this for? And you go, you shall see.
Yeah, yes.
You were very cryptic about it, so I don't blame them for being a little worried.
I was trying to keep it on the wraps. But yeah, we shot this. Shout out to Ryan Lee. He was the drone pilot. But I staged the entire museum as though it was open. And quick shout out to everyone that helped me make that possible. Yeah. Shout out Shlomo in the building. Shout out Sophia all the way in New York City. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Skylar and the Wonder Museum for opening their space and welcoming us. And shout out to all 30 people that came that day to be an extra in the video, including you.
Yourself. Hell yeah, dude. We got pizza out of it. It was awesome.
Yes. Someone, I forget, Sophia had mentioned, they're oh, should we get pizza for everyone? I'm like, No,
Hell
dude,
no.
what? Hell no. I'm broke. What the fuck? And then at some point, I was like, nah.
That was a good idea. It was a good idea.
Little morale boost,
It
you
was a
know,
good idea.
for free labor. But the video shoot was a success.
Yeah.
I would say what I learned the most is just being super detailed in instructions. Do you remember?
Right,
The group chat?
so-
I was just listing everything you need to know.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like I basically want to nip any questions you even would have right in the butt. You know, that's kind of like how I like to do things. I just like to maybe not over-explain, but just cover all the bases that cover all possible chances of questions. Even
Yeah, right,
you know,
right.
Like this is everything you need to know. And if you really have a question, then I missed it. I didn't think about it. You know, so that's something for me to adjust in the future.
Right.
But just the coordination was awesome, and just you know, taking on a project of that size and then seeing the finished result was just super gratifying. And the post is out on Instagram now. You guys can check it out.
Yes, check it out. It's cool.
It's at Votion World on Instagram. And then what do we do after that? Then Shlomo, you edited that. That was another.
It came out awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. It was very, and to your point, it was very well run. Like, it was very, like you said, it was very, like, it was organized. It was good.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah.
So we were in and out of there. You know, sometimes with those shoots, right, it prolongs. Like, it just keeps going and going. And it was like, we were in and out of there within like 30 minutes. And it was
I
really
just didn't
great.
want people standing around just waiting.
No,
So I was
because
like,
they're helping you out. You know, they're taking
Yeah.
time out of their day to help you out, and you did a great job of rewarding us, getting us in and out. It was great, and it was really cool to just see this idea that you had been talking about for so long, right? Actually, going to fruition. At least the demo side of it, like the promotion side of it. But it was really cool. So I wanted to ask you. So this is your second Votion Worlds, right? And obviously the second one hasn't happened yet. There's still, was it May 1st, right?
No, May 30th.
May 30th.
May 30th.
May 30th. What have you learned from going from this first one to this second one about like putting on an event like this?
I learned that hold on.
Uh-oh. He dropped something. He dropped his
mess over
he
here.
dropped his lifeline.
I learned that there's two factors that draw people to a show. One is the DJ, you know, whether they're famous, whether they're a really big headliner, whether they have a crazy song out, or two, it's the space, right? So it's those two things. And I feel like if you don't have either, then it's going to be a tough show, right? So knowing that, you know, I'm not some crazy big headliner that's drawing like 300, 400 people, I knew that for this next event, like this space was really got to be like it. So so going into the year, like I was already thinking this in like December 2026. I was talking to Sophia, like I really want to do the next Votion Universe and do it at a crazy location. Like, do you have any ideas? We were going back and forth for a while, and then we landed on, what if we do a museum? So I started emailing a bunch of museums in the Boston area, and my first location that I really wanted was the Museum of Science in Boston.
We did a sleepover there in middle school.
A sleepover?
Yeah, dude, we slept
the
over
fuck?
there. Slept over there in middle school. It was sick.
Where'd you sleep?
On the floor.
I don't know. No shit. Like what room? Like
The electricity room.
Oh, with
like
the plasma ball?
The Tesla. Yeah, dude.
Oh, sick.
It was dope.
Yeah,
Anyway,
sick.
continue. Sorry. I don't know why I felt like I needed to say that.
Thanks for sharing that. Dude, they wanted $100,000 to.
What? Dude, 100 grand?
Yeah, dude. I was like, I explained to them the whole concept too, and they were like, "Yeah, 100,000."
That's
like,
such a major.
and I was just like, "Did you guys even read my email? That doesn't make sense for my offer."
Whoa.
You know? I was like,
didn't know
"Dude,
that.
I'm open to like explain ticket sales or whatever
Yeah.
backdoor deal you want to do." They were just like, "Nah, 100K."
That is
I was just like, "Oh,
mind-boggling.
all right."
Wow.
So I
Wow.
guess not you guys.
Nope.
And then I hit up there. The MIT has a museum of technology and innovation.
Oh, cool.
Which is cool because I really wanted to go in the Votion vibe, which is, you know, high tech, modern, futuristic, you know, space,
Right.
intergalactic, and you know, landed on MIT, hit them up, and they wanted 30,000. You know?
Dude, what is going on?
I'm just like, dude, this doesn't make any sense.
What?
So I think their target audience is like the corporations that's just trying to rent it out.
Now, did you reach out to all these museums at the same time, or did you like wait to hear back? No, then reach out to the next one. No, Same time. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of just burst.
Yeah. All right. Spread the net.
But the only one of all the ones I've sent, the only one that had the most organic response and like the best response was the Wonder Museum. They were just like, dude, this is such a cool idea. We're so down. Let's schedule a call and figure this out.
Hell yeah.
And, just from that itself, like they wanted to build it from the ground up as well. So that's kind of why I went with them. And I've been to the Wonder Museum too, so I already had an idea of what the venue looked like. And then we got on a call, and then shout out to Skylar again, and she just kind of, like, that whole conversation, it was just like a whole big positive thing. She was just like, we're so down,
Even at the shoot. Because she was that the woman present at the shoot?
Yep.
Even at the shoot, she took time, stopped everything. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for what you're doing. Like, I love that they're looking at it as a win-win-win-win-win scenario. They're not asking $100,000 to have a set in their fucking Tesla room. She just looks at it she looks at it in the right way. And I think those are the best people to do business with.
Yeah.
Are the ones that, okay, he's not out to get me. They're not, they're not power hungry. Like, they want the best for everyone. And I think you got a great thing there going.
Yeah, she had mentioned, she was like, yeah, I like see your passion. That's what's making me want.
And you can see her think that basically.
Yeah.
Like, she loves what you're doing. Like, she loves this whole thing. It's very cool. And I think quite honestly too, out of, like, granted, I haven't seen the MIT museum, but I think out of all the museums you probably reached out to, this is probably the coolest one. So
yeah, that's like their whole vibe too. They like different wacky things. And they're based out of Chicago, and their Chicago location has a warehouse above their museum, and they throw events. And Skylar was pretty much like, we want to get to that level, like, but
very cool.
We need to prove that we can make it work with what we got before we can potentially expand and get a venue space.
And would you be the first one?
Yeah, I'm the first one. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's even cooler, dude.
Yeah, so stakes are high.
Because if this takes off, whoo! Get this guy's rookie card, bro. Shit. Damn, man. That's awesome.
So that's now we're just planning. And then another huge thing I learned from the last Votion Universe is be more intentful with the spending.
I'm sure that could go beyond Votion Universe too.
That's just life. I was like, whatever costs, share, like, just make it happen. So I'm definitely being more strategic now, because it's not just me now. I have the museum. They're pretty much
right. You have multiple things.
They're pretty much going half and half on all everything. So it's there's more players in the table, but the one main thing that I learned is marketing. For the last Votion Universe, we didn't really have a marketing plan. We had a concept where it was like an astronaut that's walking through Boston and gets his suitcase stolen.
I remember. Did you guys go down the Boston top slide?
Dude, yes. Dude. That was like 3 days of shooting of me in a hot ass astronaut costume. Walking around Boston.
You're in the subway too.
We're in the subway system. Bro, so fucking the videographer, she's like, oh, we need a shot of you getting on the train. I'm like, okay. Fucking I get on. I look back, doors just closed. And the other there's two videographers. The other one has my phone. Taking that phone. As the doors just close, I just put my hands up. And they all just start laughing. I'm like, oh, sick, guys. And then it just peels away.
Costume, bro.
Then it just peels away. So I get off at the next train station, and I'm just standing there in the fucking train tracks, just like in the fucking astronaut costume with a suitcase. With a suitcase, it's hot as fuck.
No way.
Everyone's looking at me. Everyone's laughing. Everyone's going up with their phone, and I don't have my phone, bro. I'm just there like,
I just came from space, dude. I just came from a mission.
So I'm like, dude, how are they gonna find me? So I just stay put and I just stand there. I'm like, I honestly just like stop moving. Maybe I'm like statue, so people stop fucking going up to me, and fucking with me. But no, it doesn't. People start come up poking me, seeing it's real. It's dude, it was like.
Did anyone hand you any change because you were like a performer?
Dude, they didn't show for like 15 minutes, bro.
Dude.
Oh my god, it was brutal.
Now this is the thing that people want to know. Did you keep the helmet on the whole time?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Because I don't want people
So
to
for
recognize.
anyone down in the subway that day, it was this man.
I didn't want anyone to recognize me. I was just so embarrassed, dude. It's one thing if you're doing this and you have a team that's recording. You know,
Right.
There's another thing where you're just by yourself.
There was zero content out of the 15 minutes he was down the road.
People just like, who's this fucking crazy motherfucker?
That is hilarious, dude. I never knew that story. I never knew that.
So it was fun shooting the whole thing, but the whole marketing concept
Yeah.
and rollout was just very random. A lot of times I had people hit me up. They're like, what is this even about? And I'm like, shit, that has to explain.
Yeah.
Now though, it's pretty obvious. Like we're throwing a banger in this fucking museum. That's really all it is.
No encryption.
Yeah,
no
that's
encryption.
all it is. And I think making it easy for people to digest and then just highlighting the space itself has been like the number one drawing factor. You know,
Right.
because like I said, obviously I'm not some crazy famous DJ where girls are like. Ah! But they see this space, they're like, oh!
Yeah, no, I agree.
So,
I agree. Yeah, you think about a small club versus a big club, right? You could have the same DJ in both, some
Right.
lower, and it's gonna be the same result. I feel like, you know.
So this is gonna be an immersive experience beyond the club. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have a second room where a DJ is gonna play as well because
The lobby
for
right?
capacity purposes we can't have. I need to have a second room of music going if we want to sell more tickets than the building holds, and we're gonna have you play.
Yeah, I'll be DJing Urinal 3 in the men's bathroom. It's gonna be great. Man. No, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a really great event. I think, as I mentioned before, it's gonna be great on all fronts, for the museum's side of things, from your side of things. And just I think it's really cool when DJs and, labels and collectives mesh these two sort of things together, like music and like a museum. Like these, I love these sets that are in the weird places, right? And I think it's going to be a cool immersive experience because where your stage is really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I'm working with this guy Griffin. We're gonna make custom visuals.
Yeah.
For it. I'm still trying to figure out that storyline for 3 hours. I'm doing a 3 hour set.
Oh yeah,
so,
that's right. It's 3 hours. Yeah.
I don't know how much I should give away.
Ooh.
I low key kind of want to start it off. You obviously, have you heard of the Artemis 2 rocket launch?
Yep.
Going to
That
the
just
moon?
happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came back.
I kind of want to start off with some scenes from that, the rocket blasting off. But obviously, after it's in space, then our visuals start, and you're just flying through space, stopping at different worlds, different. So it's almost like Star Wars. You stop at one planet, see city life. You stop at another planet, it's desert, and there's gonna be a lot of intergalactic travel.
Concept set.
Yeah,
I love it.
and I still need to figure out how I'm gonna end it. I was thinking maybe we come back to Earth, or maybe we land at a different planet. I don't know yet. I still have to figure that out.
Uranus. Dude, stop at Uranus, dude. And just play that Dylan Francis fart noise, the really reverb fart. And then go to a new planet. And then go to a new planet after that.
All right, dude, we're going to Uranus.
Maybe I could finally learn the planets through Vo's set. I don't know all the planets, I fear.
We're gonna take a deep dive in Uranus. So.
This is gonna be the best marketing you've had right now. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you.
And then, recently we just went to another festival.
Oh my God, yeah, we got to talk about that.
Yeah, Gather Outdoors.
Busy, bro. Wow.
First skiing.
Yep.
Electronic music festival in the Northeast in Stratton Mountain,
Vermont.
Vermont.
I never thought I'd hear the word electronic music in Vermont in the same sentence.
Right.
Crazy.
Right, dude. And we had a good crew.
Great.
And
How many people do we have? 10?
No, like 6, dude.
Oh. Must have been seeing some extras.
We had a good crew, and shout out to Red Wave for welcoming in his
dude.
home.
God bless that man.
That's right.
He's awesome.
Right.
Everyone go follow Red Wave on Instagram. Red.wave.
_wave. Yep.
_wave. The man.
The absolute man. He was actually the first DJ I've ever met too.
That's right.
Yeah, when I started in college, he was DJing one of the clubs, and I just went up. It was actually my first time in a club too. I found out I was 21, and I was already a DJ, and then he was DJing. I was like, dude, what the fuck? What's up, man?
No kidding.
Yeah, and you know why his name is Red Wave?
Okay, I found this out.
He told you?
No one told me, but I pieced it together because I did. I went digging on it because we got talking in Vermont, and he was telling me about his background. I'm like, I don't know a whole ton. So I looked at his Instagram. I scrolled down. He had the waves in his hair because the Red Wave we know now has this huge afro.
Red fro.
It's like it's like the easiest guy to spot in a rave because of his afro. He's the man. But yeah, I saw it. He used to have short hair and then had the waves through his hair. Am I right on that?
Yeah, you're 100% right.
Shout out.
Right.
What's the next mystery, Scoop?
Yeah, that was a great festival. Granted that they put the house stage. I think that was on the bunny slopes, right?
Yeah, it was right by the magic carpet. We were right by the magic carpet, yeah.
And then shout out to Tech Support. They did awesome bookings throughout the whole weekend and built a really cool stage. Yeah. But man, that ground, we were in the trenches.
Dude,
we
made the mistake of wearing white. We made the mistake of wearing white shoes, bro.
Oh, yeah. Bro, it was either mud or ice.
Because you gotta think all the snow's melting.
And then there's holes in the ground. And
you're in the trenches.
Yeah, but we saw Adam 10 close out day one.
Awesome. He was great.
What a vibe.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, that Maccabi house is really in right
Dennis
now.
Ferreira was great.
Dennis Ferreira was great. I like Mink, who's the first guy. He's actually Tech Support resident from New York.
Oh, okay, all right.
And then, you know, when we complain about, that, oh, you on your body.
Yeah. Oh, the Kain music.
No, but I was, it's not by Kain Music.
It's not?
Oh, no, it's
oh, wait, no, that's
one of them.
No, that's, what the fuck is his name? Bro, what is his name?
It's like Adam Port?
No.
What's that?
Is it Hugh Gell?
No, dude.
You sure?
It's Adam Port, Strive, and Malachi.
Oh, all right. Well, is Adam Port part of
Kain Music? Yes.
Music? Yeah.
But that guy playing was Strive. Like that was his song. Does that make more sense now? Yeah.
Oh.
Because I remember after the show, we were like, why did he play that? It was so random and basic, blah, 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 blah. And I started putting two together. I'm like, bro, that's his song.
I feel so bad now, dude.
We're like, bro, mad basic.
I literally stopped dancing. To like protest. I was like, I've heard this song 3 billion times. He played it as is. And I'm like, who is this fucking college kid they let up here? Nope. It was his song. Yeah. Well, all the respect to him. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But we saw Camel Fat too. They were
day 2.
Fucking good.
Oh yeah. Day 2 we had Shlomo drive up. Shout out to Shlomo.
Oh yeah, dude.
Coming through.
The homie.
Made it through. But yeah, I saw Camel Fat. We both saw Camel Fat. Yeah, we all saw Camel Fat.
Was it just you, Dick?
And they are my favorite artists. They're the ones I will travel the world to see. Yeah. And I'm glad you got to see them for the first time.
Yeah, that was my first time. And I want to see them more.
And a lot of times the advice or recommendations I give you, I learned through them. Yeah. And it's just been watching them so long. And they've been making music for like 20 years, but they never got the recognition until like a couple years ago. And now they're like playing the main stages of festivals and all this stuff, closing out major events. And they just blend between those genres so smoothly. Tech house, melodic stuff, melodic techno.
Afro house. Dude, they were ripping Afro house. Yeah, they were weaving between all that. It was amazing.
And that's kind of just how I envision you, to be honest.
Yeah, man.
Like being able to make all these genres and just taking the crowd on a journey. So
And the key thing in that I've discovered is have it be within your style, though.
Yeah.
Like don't play all those genres, but have it be within your sound and style.
Did you notice that how they started? They didn't start off guns blaring.
No,
they really just smoothly.
And the more things I go to, I always thought as the headliner is like, you come out right away, boom, bam, boom, crazy. And no, it's not that. You know, like first of all, you need to.
It's like the handing off of a baton.
Yeah, and you need to follow up where the opener left you too.
Yeah.
You know, so that will depend on. You know, I think we watched the Camel Fat set on the ride home.
Yep.
And they started out with like an Afro song. I'm like,
No. They start off with a crazy tech house like banger,
and then they went down.
Right, immediately
yes,
down. Yeah.
Yes, which almost sounded like to me they were finishing where the opener left off with that first song, and then basically starting their set with the second song.
Yeah,
which was really cool, dude. We got to tell them about our 2 run-ins with the Popos in Vermont, dude. The Vermont cops love a little house action at 4 a.m. If you guys didn't know, they love it. They support it.
So we're in Red Wave's fucking house in his garage. Whole fucking setup. V10.
It was sick.
4 decks, sound system,
Sub,
lights.
dude. We had a full sub.
Dude, and there's like 6 of us.
15-inch fucking speakers.
There's only 6 of us, and we're blasting this shit. And I remember I'm DJing. I'm in the middle of a transition, thinking I'm crushing it.
And it's below freezing, too.
Yeah.
It was like below freezing.
And I just hear, yo,
4 in the morning.
yo. And like,
morning.
I'm like, oh shit, that yo sounded not fun. I look over, fucking this guy in uniform, and I just like, fuck, just cut the music real quick. And the thing was, like, Brian, who opened the door, he was just going out to his car to grab something, and when he opened the door, they were just there.
Coughs, bro.
So we don't know how long they were there for. So then they were just basically kind of giving a shit and was like, what the fuck? It's
What's
4 a.m.
going on?
We're like, fuck, dude. And
What
I'm
is
like,
this?
dude, I'm just getting warmed up. and then the next day, Red Wave's family friend was giving us a ride back home from the festival.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker pulled us over because we didn't use a blinker at a turn. Dude, it's literally like 2:30 a.m. in Vermont in the middle of fucking nowhere.
We were the only car.
We were the only car. And then they pulled us over, and he was so weird, just like, he was just trying to catch the driver slipping up.
Big time.
You know?
He was asking all those sly questions. And it's
Yeah.
like, dude, you have this nice woman driving us and a bunch of, like, 30, 25-year-olds guys in the back. Like, what? I think it's pretty clear what's going on here. She's our DD. You have the wrong guy.
What if he thought that we were being trafficked?
Ooh.
Maybe,
I think I heard him say "sign me up" somewhere. I missed it. But yeah, dude, it was crazy. It was so funny that first night because I'm like, oh, we're gonna be perfect. We'll be fine. We had the afters in the garage because it was like an unfinished garage, so you had like insulation everywhere. I'm like, oh, it's gonna suppress the sound. We'll be fine.
Nope.
Dude, we were cooking. bro.
Yeah, the cop was like, dude, I can hear you guys down the street.
yeah, dude. He's like, yo, we can hear you guys.
fuck.
He goes, we've been going around the house. Like, it is so loud. It was 4 a.m. in bumfuck Vermont, dude. It was crazy. But no, I thought that was hilarious. But no, great weekend. I saw some, my favorite part about everything we've just talked about is I always learn something new. Always learn something new. And I think it's really important, as I mentioned before with Miami Music Week, if you're going to these shows as, a music producer or an artist or DJ or, you want to get somewhere within the music industry, I think it's important you go to these, have fun. I think that's why you're there, right? Have fun. That's the most important
Take
part.
something away from it.
But take something away.
Yeah.
Just analyze what they're doing, think about what they're doing, why they're doing it. Look at the crowd. I always tell you, I'm studying film, just like NFL players do, right? Studying film. Go there and observe. Be observant, because you'll walk away with so much that you can then go back and, use however you wish in your own things. Because at the end of the day, you're seeing people at the top of their game. They didn't pay to get up there. They didn't just walk up there. They earned the right to be up there. And I think it's very important that you watch people at the top of their game, study and learn, because what they're doing something right, So
That's why they're there.
Exactly. And, it's a great opportunity for you to not only have fun and have an experience, but to improve yourself in what you're doing. So
pretty much everything we've talked about, all the experiences we've done, we were pretty much able to take something away.
big time.
And that just goes to life too. I think, when it comes to like bad experiences, when you go through a breakup, when you lose something, or when you fuck up, there's always something to take away so that you can make sure that never happens again.
But not everyone does that. Not everyone takes the time to separate themselves from the situation or whatever's going on
Right.
and look at it from a third person's point of view. Where did this go wrong, and what can I do differently next time?
And I kind of learned that with my recent set at Basement. So I just headlined this past Saturday. Today is Monday.
Yeah.
So, my first half, I started off with really groovy tech house, a little bit of Latin, a little bit of kind of a little bit of hard, groovier tech house, dirty tech house. But towards the second half of my set, I started playing like really aggressive music, and I could just see the crowd was kind of tuning out a little bit. And I kind of realized too late, because by then people have already been leaving. So I'm like, fuck. So I like really made a smooth transition to disco house, and soon as like that first drum pattern and synth came in, everyone was like, oh my God. And I was just like, oh, these motherfuckers are relieved. So we finished strong, but I learned, like, I think the trend right now is people like to be part of that groove, really like uplifting kind of music.
Yep.
And I think when Anima was a big thing, I think not to say he was pushing the whole all electronic forward, but I think darker music was more prevalent.
Yeah.
And I think now people have gotten it. They gotten the gist, and now they're leaning more towards the uplifting stuff, and not so much like major key or like happy and cheesy, corny stuff. Just like more of like
disco house, bro.
Just more, yeah.
I was just telling you guys before this started. I saw something today where disco house is on the come up.
The Maccabi House.
House too.
Yeah.
Shout out Shlomo with the disco house. That is the number one fan. He's amped. It's on the come up. But I think that's what you're alluding to, is like that sort of style of like lighter hearted sort of like dance music.
A lot of people they've kind of classified it as like down tempo tech house as well. Whatever it is.
I'll tell you, the Maccabi, seeing Adam tell the Maccabi house can get dope, bro. That can get like, it's very versatile. I think it's a very versatile genre, is I think the word I'm looking for. Like you can definitely be light with it, boat party, and you can also be dark with it, nightclub style.
Right.
Which I think he highlighted very much. So no, it was cool, man.
So what else you been up to?
Dude, just grinding away at the studio. Just like I go to all these shows and I consume, and I want to go and just regurgitate it into my productions. And I notice a big improvement. Like I notice myself like really adapting and sort of like what I'm seeing and putting that in. And I noticed a big improvement, and it's really great. And, everyone I've been able to show has had good things to say. So look, man, just continuing, what I love to do and making everything work and get to continue to do things like this, and I'm happy. I'm a happy man if those are all the case. So that's where I'm at, bro.
I mean, look at him. He's in this fucking bucket hat.
Yeah, dude, my little helmet. My little furry helmet, dude. I wore this in Vermont. Awesome, bro. Because I obviously wear the bucket hats all the time. That's no news. I was like, fuck, I gotta stay warm, dude. I'm gonna be bricking those.
It's a good cop.
This thing was phenomenal.
It's a good cop.
Phenomenal. Feels like a helmet, though, but it feels huge. But what about you, Vo?
What?
Good, bro?
I'm
You
good.
happy? You happy?
Am I happy? Of course I'm happy. I am getting to do what I want to do every day, and I'm surrounded by like-minded individuals. I'm surrounded by individuals that appreciate what I have to say and what I have to offer and what direction I'm giving them, and the fact that they trust me to even listen to me or trust me with their project, their song, ask me for advice. I'm really grateful for that, and I pride myself in that, because I almost feel like I was one of the first people that kind of paved the way for the more modern style of like DJing and social media and just kind of like the new age of everything. I feel like I was one of the first ones to really put myself forward, because when I first came into the game in Boston, it was like me and then just OGs, and not to say I was the only new DJ, but I was like one of the only ones that really took social media seriously, the online content, and I felt like I paved the way, and now a lot of friends and other people, DJs, will ask me like, hey, when you did this, what happened? Or how did you did this? How did you get that? So it's really cool. And just, yeah, I'm happy that, you know, people just trust me.
Yeah, bro, you're a mentor. You know, like you have wisdom. You may be, what, 28?
Yeah, about to turn 28.
You have a lot of wisdom, man. You have a lot of like knowledge.
Yeah.
And I think that's just because you've dove head first in all this stuff, you know. And when look at the whole, I really saw it when you were looking at marketing and reels and and Instagram. You were just studying like marketing and Instagram, and you were like you fully invested yourself into this, and you walked out like really, really, really.
I had to tell you, like,
yeah, one time you told me multiple times.
One time he posted this edit he made, and I'm sure you worked hard on it.
Yeah, I did.
And then
dick.
And then,
no,
the way he made it, I just knew the algorithm would crush it. And
it was like a minute long.
Yeah, and like there was no like hook, and I just remember telling you, I'm like, dude, like, because I know you, I watched the whole thing. Right. But to a cold person, they're scrolling right up. Right. And I'm sure at the moment you hearing that, it probably hurt a little. Like, what the fuck?
It did. It sucked.
You know?
It did. It honestly did. I didn't want to hear it.
Yeah. But then you realize, I'm like, dude, I'm only telling you this because I genuinely want to help you. Yep. And the same thing, like, I felt like I had to say the hard thing because I know how hard you worked on it and the fact that it's not going to get appreciated how the level that you want it to be. So I'm like, dude, I have to say something.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know?
You were just saying something because you cared. And and that's a good friend. Like, that's a good friend because, like, of course your friends will be like, oh, that's great, that's great, that's great. But a real friend will be like, that's good, but this is what you can do about it.
Not ideal.
Right.
It's not ideal.
Exactly.
And, I've seen it since I've told you that. You've, gone light years ahead from what you used to post.
I'm thinking a little break from posting. I need to get back on the posting train.
And I also pride myself on, leading by example. Like, I'm not going to tell you to do something if I haven't done it. That I haven't done myself or have seen success myself. Right. That's every day. That's kind of how I live. And just continue to help make the people around me better.
Sorry we had to end this meeting like an AAA. An AA meeting. Sorry, we had to end this episode.
I'm feeling good.
No, dude. No, seriously.
I also took an edible right before the episode.
That's why.
So I'm just getting progressively stoned and more inspirational.
Oh my God.
Shout out to you guys for tuning in.
Hell yeah. We love you guys.
That's been our life the last 3 months.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to us. Listen to us talk about our lives. Hopefully you got something from it. Miami Music Week. Please go. If you can, you're coming next year.
Votion Universe, May 30th.
Yes. Everyone go. All right, guys.
Take us on sale soon.
Peace.